going to give you my number one secret for making sales. And I hate using the word sales because God has really changed my idea of what sales look like, because I don't even like to call them sales anymore, because I see my business as simply helping somebody else. So I am not selling, I'm simply helping. That's the mission that God has given me. Obviously, money is required because that's how we live, but that's not the focus, and that's not my focus. So in my business, my number one mission is to help people. It's not to make sales. So I just gave away my number one tip. So my number one tip for making sales is to be helpful. I have 4 tips for you today, but that is my number one. That's going to be like the umbrella of our conversation, to be helpful instead of salesy. I have 4 tips for you. So if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, like I hear all the time from my network marketing clients, or people who are in my network marketing business boost course, they're like, Allie, I'm so afraid of being salesy. I don't want to ruin a relationship or a friendship, which that's a really fine line that we may get into. Or they say, I'm so afraid of coming off as spammy, or I'm tired of messaging people because it just feels icky and it doesn't feel good and I don't want to be spammy. So if you're afraid of making sales, this is for you today, okay? This is going to rock your world. This is something that God has taught me and just made me soak in and understand over this past month, honestly. So this is like a revelation, if I can use that word, that he has been bringing me through just this past month in my business, is transforming my thinking, which is what God calls us to do. Transforming my thinking from making sales and trying to make money, which we all want to do, right? Like I mentioned before, we have to make money in order to live, but transforming my mind from making sales to helping people, okay? So if you're afraid of being salesy, I have 4 tips for you, and I'm gonna chat with you really quickly today. I'm gonna try and shorten this video from my last one. My last video was a little bit too long, so I'm going quickly. But if you have questions, if you're resonating with something that I'm saying, drop it below. I love live engagement. Or if you're catching the replay, feel free to do that later, and I will respond to you. I'm sorry, my hair keeps blowing. We have a little bit of a current going through our house right now with the fan. So, okay. So my number one tip, sorry, I'm totally distracted. Hey, Amanda, thanks for joining. Okay, so I'm going to use my notes as always so that I can really provide lots of value. My number one tip to help you stop being salesy and start feeling good about those sales and how you're doing, how you're running your business, is to truly invest in people and get to know them. If you do not know someone, do not message them. I will repeat myself. If you don't know somebody, ladies, do not message them and try to sell to them, okay? So obviously if you don't know somebody, you can message them. But if you don't know somebody, don't message them and try to sell to them. That is spammy, that is salesy, and honestly, I would go as far as to say that that is sinful, because you don't know them, you're not looking out for their good, you're looking out for your own good, okay? So do not message somebody just looking for a sale. Get to know them, get to understand what their issues are, understand what they need help with. I have people message me all the time about, hey girl, you're so gorgeous, you would be so good at what I do, blah blah blah. Would you want to try this new makeup line? Do you want to try this new skincare line? Blah blah blah. Ladies, I don't wear makeup. Check out my face. I don't wear makeup. These people don't know me, and so that's offensive to me. I don't want people to message me that I, first of all, don't know. I don't have any rapport with them, and then they're messaging me about something that makes them seem like silly. Like, I don't wear makeup. I use one very natural soap bar. I don't use regimen or makeup or anything like that. And so if you don't know somebody, do not message them and try and make a sale. Get to know them. I love using essential oils, and so that is something that you would know if you sell oils and you're interested in helping me. So if you're like, oh, Allie said she's struggling with a skin issue, and I know that I have an oil that could help her. you know that I'm struggling with a skin issue, so you should be comfortable to reach out and ask if you can help me. I would be more than happy to share yes or no, or even talk further with you if I'm actually struggling with a skin issue. But if you don't know if somebody has a problem, do not message them and try and make a sale. I encourage you to get to know people. So Facebook and Instagram, all these social media platforms are awesome opportunities to grow your network, to grow your reach. But that doesn't mean that every single person is going to buy your product. I'm getting ahead of myself, but so it's okay to connect with people to see who you can help, but not to see how many sales you can make. Okay? Connect with people, get to know them, see if you can truly help them, and then reach out to them. There's nothing wrong with messaging people. Absolutely nothing wrong with messaging people if you are messaging them with prior knowledge about them and with a genuine heart to help them. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with messaging as long as you genuinely want to help somebody. Okay? All right, off my rant. Number 2, if you can't help them, move on or figure out how you can support each other's businesses. So just because somebody's not interested in your product, which like I just said, that is going to happen. God did not create everybody to be interested in oils. God did not create everybody to be interested in using makeup. So you will not be able to help everybody, but that doesn't mean that person doesn't matter to you. That shouldn't mean that person doesn't matter to you. That doesn't mean that that you can't support each other in your businesses or that they can't help you in some other way. So that might mean that you maybe you want to host a challenge group together. If you're an oils distributor and you're a Beachbody, and you know somebody that's a Beachbody coach, you know, you might think, how is that relevant to my business? Get together and run a challenge group. Oils and fitness totally go together if you're looking at it in a holistic light, okay? So that just because you can't sell to somebody doesn't mean that they can't help you or you can't help them, or that you should just kind of toss them to the wayside, because that is also a sin. Okay, the third way is to pray that God would give you a heart to help and not sell. Ladies, I struggle with this all the time, and I am not kidding you. Before I do a live video, I pray. I pray every single time I do a live video that it would be helpful for you, that I wouldn't get the glory, that God would get the glory, and that it would truly be helpful for you. Obviously, I'm not selling to you on live videos. I'm coming to you with helpful information, but it's so easy when you go on live video to want the glory, or you know, even to go on and like want some attention, or whatever negative reasons that you might go on live video. I pray every single time that God would give me a heart to just help people. But I can't do that on my own, so I always have to pray. So pray that God would give you a heart to help and not sell. That's something that I pray every single morning. If you are not running your business to help people, then, oh, Shelly, thank you. Shelly said your videos are always so helpful. I'm so glad, Shelly. If you are not in your business to help people, then you should not be running a business at all. I know I'm being super bold today, but ladies, I am truly convicted that if I am not running my business to help people, then I'm running it for all the wrong reasons. I'm running it for money, I'm running it for glory, I'm running it out of pride, I'm running it for all these other reasons that don't matter. Businesses are services and products. They contain services and products that should help other people. You should not be money focused. Obviously, money is super important and it should be at the top of your list. And money is not a bad thing, but it should not be your top priority. So if you are not running your business to help people, it may be time to throw in the towel, or it's time to do some serious praying and do some serious accountability work with a coach, or with even another lady in here, a fellow entrepreneur. Pray for each other, pray for yourself, pray every single day that you would be running your business to help people, to bless people, to serve people. That is our calling, to love people. That's our ultimate calling. Pray that you are running your business for that. And then the fourth tip actually comes from Amy. Amy and I were masterminding, like I said this morning. So Amy Tilley is the one who is bringing us the fourth tip. We wanted to go on live together, but our kids kind of threw in the towel on playing after about an hour or two. So we didn't get the chance because we were just talking so much. But so the fourth tip, Amy says, pray for God to bring the right people to you. And I love that, because that is absolutely, like, literally giving your business to God and saying, God, please bring the right people into my business. This is such a crazy phenomenon to get. Like, instead of us going out and just cold messaging people and saying, hey, do you want to buy this? Hey, I think you'd be really good at this, when you don't even know the person. Instead of doing all of this work, we're praying to God and we're trusting God to bring clients to us. How, like, what a weight that is lifted when we think about trusting God to bring clients to us. Obviously, that doesn't mean we don't have sales funnels, we don't have landing pages, we don't, that might even mean that you still message people. You're still going to use those things. You have to do the work. But through those things, God will bring you the right people if you're praying. And when He brings you the right people, you are going to know that you're supposed to be helping these people. He's going to give you a piece. Like, I know this lady is supposed to be in my program. I know that this lady needs whatever product. And so I'm excited to help her. Thank you, Lord, for bringing this woman into my life and giving me the opportunity to serve her. You will feel such a peace when you meet somebody. You will know. Honestly, sometimes it's hard to tell, but more than likely you will know that the woman that God just brought to you, whether she's a new friend on Facebook or somebody that you've connected with in a group or a new follower on Instagram, whatever it is, you will know that that this lady is the right fit for you, because you will have a peace about it. And ladies, you will know that they are supposed to be in your life for a reason. So honestly, even if it's not selling, even if you're not selling something to them or providing them a service, you will know that they're supposed to be in your life for a reason. So pray that God would bring the right women into your life. I am just, like, so blessed today by being able to meet up with Amy, because God brought her into my life in this crazy way. So we connected on Facebook and found out that she used to babysit my pastor's kids. So she shows up at my church one day and I'm like, I think that's Amy Tilley, the lady that I network with online. And so I'm like standing there talking to my husband. I'm like, oh my gosh, Ben, I think that's Amy Tilley. And you know, when you meet somebody in person that you've seen online, I don't know if any of you have had that experience, but it is like, oh, you feel starstruck. Or if you have gotten on a Zoom call with somebody that you follow online and you're starstruck. I was like, oh my gosh, I think that's Amy Tilley. And I was so nervous. And then she comes over to me and she's like, hey, Allie. And we hugged, and it was just this awesome, like, Jesus moment that He just brought us together. And so since then, her parents live in the area, and actually I met her mom today and realized that I've known her for much longer. She knows my parents, and it's just this crazy awesome God story. But so when God brings someone like that into your life, you know that they're supposed to be in your life. And I can't even say that I was praying for God to, like, bring the right people into my life, because, like I said, Amy just gave me this tip today. But it is something that I am going to start praying, that God would bring the right people into my life, into my business, and not just into my life for my business, but that He would lead the right people to my business so that I can help them. Not so that I can earn money, but so that I can help them. You will be so much more comfortable and so much more confident, and you will forget all about feeling salesy when you have the right people in your life, when God has delivered somebody to you that needs you to pick them up and encourage them and either provide a product or provide a service to them. One of my network marketing clients, network marketing business boost course clients, shared with me just a heartwarming story about how her husband is just being so blessed right now by her being able to do his laundry. And when he comes home, he's just blessed that the house is clean. And one time he even came home early and they were able to go to their lake together and go water skiing. And And she was like, Allie, this course has changed my life. And it's those moments where I know God has brought the right person into my life, has given me the right words to say to them, the right tools to provide them through this course. And those moments are so satisfying. And so, and I was not afraid to be salesy with her, because I knew that I was being helpful with in her situation. So if you know that there's somebody that needs you, your service or your product, or even just encouragement, provide that to them. And you will not feel salesy. You will no longer feel salesy if you're truly being helpful. And the only way that we can know that we're, the only way that we can truly have a heart that wants to help is to pray for it and to encourage one another and to hold one another accountable. So make sure that you're doing those things. If you need prayer for that, by the way, let me know. Drop that below. Or if you want a smaller community of women that can encourage you and hold you accountable to be helpful, or to encourage you to actually be helpful, and pray for you to be helpful, let me know. I can hook you up. I can give you accountability partners, or like I said, we can get you in the mastermind group for the Proverbs 31ers. Make sure that you have people in your life that are holding you accountable and praying for you. That's super important. So just to review the 4 tips. The key, the overriding theme is helpfulness. Be helpful to people. Do not run a business that doesn't have a mission to help people and genuinely help people. I don't mean like just clear up their acne or help them just have natural products in their house, but like actually change their life, bless them, encourage them beyond just a product. Run your business to be helpful. So that's our overriding theme. And then the 4 tips. Number 1, truly invest and get to know others and find out how you can help them. Then you will not be salesy if you're truly helping them. Number 2, if you can't help them, either move on, do not bug them, do not beg them or shame them or make them feel bad for not buying your product, but instead look at them as a real person and figure out how you can network together, figure out how you can support one another's businesses. Number 3, pray that God would give you a heart to help and not sell. Ladies, we can't do it unless we're praying. And number 4, another praying tip. Pray for God to bring the right people into your life. Ladies, God wants us to be successful. He's not up in the sky thinking, oh, I really want to make this hard on her. No, if you have a heart that truly desires to glorify God in your business, He wants you to be successful, and He's going to allow you to be successful, but He's not going to bless a business that doesn't have the right motives, that doesn't have the right mission or the right heart. If you are not having integrity, if you are being sinful in any way in your business, whether it's being spammy or not having the right heart or using people to get where you want to be, He is not going to bless that, ladies. So if maybe you're stuck right now, maybe you're like, I do not know what is wrong with my business, I am not growing. Stop and think, are you glorifying God in your business? He is not going to bless you. He is not going to give you a successful business if you're not glorifying Him. He wants us to glorify Him with our business. So make sure that you pray to be able to do that, and that He would bring the right people, and He will bring the right people. It will be so amazing, and it is such a relief to be able to trust in God for sales and for people. It's such a blessing to know that you're serving the right people at the right time in the right business. So pray for that, ladies. If you're struggling with any of this and you're a network marketer, I encourage you to reach out to me, send me a message. I'm no longer taking consultations to see if this program is right for you via the phone, but send me a message, especially if you're struggling to truly be helpful and want to be helpful in your business. If you're afraid of signing new clients or new customers or even downline members on your team, if you're afraid of that and you're afraid of being salesy or spammy, reach out to me. And if money is an issue, if time is an issue, reach out to me, send me a message, let me know where you're at. Even if it's like, Allie, I don't have the money, but I need your course, reach out to me. We will be able to figure something out for you. Money, like I said, is at the top of my list, but it is not number 1. It's like number 4 or 5. Number 1 is to be helpful. So if you need help, reach out to me, let me know. the Network Marketing Business Boost course, for those of you that don't know, it is a course that encompasses everything you possibly need to know to lead a successful network marketing business and build your own brand that utilizes your network marketing products. It's an 8-week course. It's very low cost, and it starts September 12th. So registration will be closing soon. And right now I am offering a discount and also a bonus call with me, a bonus one-on-one call with me. So if some of you are like, I don't know what she's talking about, the Network Marketing Business Boost course, I will post the link. If you're curious about the course at all, send me a message. Like I said, ladies, I pray that this was helpful for you. I prayed before this call. I pray right now that this was truly helpful for you. And let me know if you need specific prayer. And I hope to hear from lots of you ladies soon. I'll talk